Now, on a recent episode of Bigger Picture, Elliott Wilson and DJ Head, what up to them, and Jeremy Hedge, they debate who's the new leader of hip hop and what's the new cool looks. What does it even look like? Take a look at this.
I think he likes being the top guy. I think he likes that he's the leader of culture now. And culture looks like this now. It doesn't look like what Drake was leading us towards, and loves his position. But I still feel like there's a tension of like, do we want to fully accept that Kendrick Lamar is not our savior, and this is the type of thing he's on? I think people struggle with that.
When you talk about leadership, like we were having this convo off air of, I think it was Hitmaker was talking about how when Drake was the leader of hip hop and he was the top guy in the game, people followed melodically, right? The sound followed where Drake was going. People needed a melody. People needed it to sound sonically a certain way to have a hit. And people followed. Producers followed, writers followed, rappers followed. Now that Kendrick Lamar is the leader of hip hop right now, I think people will follow, but it's not sonically. It's not necessarily like, we'll get some West Coast sounding stuff, but where Kendrick is a leader and I think it's gonna impact is having a message, standing for something, making people think, and having layers to your music. And that will showcase in the upcoming artists that'll be inspired by Kendrick.
And the thing is, cool has changed. What used to be cool ain't cool no more. Being corny, being lame, being loud, being obnoxious.
Damn, that was a great era for me.
Being overbearing, just being lame. It's not cool anymore. Being about something is cool now.
Being yourself.
Being authentic is cool. Standing for something, having a message, having something to say, being articulate. That's the new cool.
All right, and the debate is, do you think Kendrick Lamar is the new king of hip hop? I'm going to ask Zach that last. Kiki, check in.
Yes, I think he is the leader right now of hip hop, and I love to see it. And I agree with what the fella said on the video. It is a new day and era in hip hop, and I think it's like critical right now more than ever that we change what hip hop should be, because we've had our fun, we've partied, we didn't care, we've did all the fake stuff, whatever. Now it's really time to listen up, to get enlightened, to figure out what's going on and how you can be impactful in your community. And I think it's great that we have a leader like Kendrick Lamar who can make those messages cool, and do it at a quality level where it's still just as good as anything you were listening to prior.
Yeah, Zach, what you think? Is K. Dot, is he the new leader of hip hop?
We know he hate the West Coast.
I have no hate for the West Coast. I have no hate for the West Coast. My issue, let's answer the question. Let's start there.
Yes.
Is Kendrick Lamar the new king of hip hop? Yes, Kendrick is the king of hip hop right now. He is the leader of hip hop. Right. But we are sitting here acting like everybody about to be put out woke records now. That's not finna happen. We are acting like Kendrick wasn't Kendrick. The reason we were excited about the beef in the first place is because it was the top people going at it. It was the top dogs. We didn't just discover Kendrick. Kendrick been around. Kendrick been doing his thing. It's always been Drake, Kendrick, Cole. It's always, we were talking about a big three. So it's almost like second place went to number one, and we're acting like we're getting ready to get this whole new revolution as if this man ain't been here, been selling out arenas, been doing his thing for the longest. You know what I'm saying? So I guess what I'm trying to say is, the music is going to be music. People are going to make music. Drake has an easier sound to emulate. Okay, Kendrick been out. People just can't do what Kendrick do. You can't just get on a record and do what Kendrick do. But guess what you can do? Drake emulates different sounds. So that's a different type of leader. So what he does is he'll take a sound that he likes and then he'll Drake that sound. Opposed to Kendrick has an original sound that he does. So if you think that people finna just start making music like Kendrick Lamar, it's not gonna happen.
You don't think so?
I think so, Zach. I think in a way.
I don't think so.
No, I think so in this way. So like, when Kendrick first came out, remember we got Not Like Us, and I said, we talked to DJ Head. I said, hey man, if he does not come out with an album that's got like a bop to it and we can play it, we can listen to it, get the Kendrick understanding, the metaphors, the double entendres, we get that and be able to play it in the club, it's gonna be a flop. And he came out and gave us exactly what we were looking for. He gave us the double entendres, plus it was a bop. You can listen to it in the car, you can listen to it in the club. This is probably one of the first albums we've had from Kendrick that's like that in a while, that you could really you could play a lot of the records anywhere. So like they were saying, is that I do believe artists are going to start to move towards that. They're not going to be, like he said.
They can't, Tone. They don't have the ability.
No, it's some artists out there that have it. They have that ability.
Who running the charts right now? Who running the charts right now that can make a Kendrick Lamar sounding record?
No, I'm just saying we don't. It's not necessarily who's here. It's somebody that's getting ready to do it. This rappers come out every year. We're at the top of the year.
What
bro.
I'm trying to say is these people been around, man.
We're not talking about the people that's out right now.
I think we're talking about the feel of hip hop.
Yes.
The culture is shifting.
Yes.
And it's shifting for the better. And I think, no disrespect to what we were into prior or whatever. It's just a different day and age. Our world is different right now. So you need somebody like Kendrick Lamar, who is does an excellent job of putting the candy in the medicine. You know what I'm saying? He put the medicine in the candy. You know what I'm saying? That. Like he delivered messages that you don't even get until later. And it's important though. It's important and it's what we need right now. So I think when he's saying that, like, duh, Kendrick been around forever. Everybody know that. Kendrick been popping forever, duh. But he ain't been at the Super Bowl. He ain't been commercially accepted like he is now. Yeah. All these kids running around.
He was at the Super Bowl.
No, bro.
He performed at the Super Bowl before.
No, he didn't.
Kendrick, that was his second time performing on the Super Bowl stage.
But solo, Zach.
Solo.
Come on now. Let's not act like Kendrick Lamar is
like
looking
he wasn't one of the largest artists ever. He's already, if you're an artist that's performed at the Super Bowl, regardless whether you were headlining or somebody brought you out, you're probably a big deal.
Yes, you're a big deal. We're not saying Dot's not a big deal.
Yeah,
probably so totally world recognizable that.
What we're saying now is that if you want to talk about what's charting and what's not, if you look at we've had some of our guys, as soon as they drop, they chart. Their records go to the top. We're watching some of the people that just pretty much chart standards. Now that it's not charting anymore. People are not checking for the same artists, and they haven't changed at all.
Because the music has been bad.
But the music is
best,
what they've
let me
been
tell you
doing.
Something, bro. The thing that matters in music is the best records win.
Exactly.
Whether the record is a woke record or the record is a club record. If it's good, it's going to the top. What has happened is the club records just have not been that good. But guess what? They'll come back around. And the club records that have been good have been at the top. They still been running.
But Zach, you know this. This is
Kendrick is running hip hop right now. I'm not denying that. But to sit here and act like the whole sound is getting ready to change and the world has changed, it ain't.
It's going to be.
It's changing.
If you are not able, and I do agree with you, a hit record, as long as you can attack the club, the car, and at home, you're going to pretty much run hip hop. And that's what K-Dot is doing right now. Mm-hmm. And what they're saying is exactly right, is when Drake was running hip hop, people tried to emulate that. They tried to emulate being able to hit all three of those words. The same thing with Future. People, your favorite, Future, he can hit all three of those spots. What we're going to look at, because they're used to the person is leading the pack, people will follow. And if it does not hit the same, people are gonna be like, man, you've heard people talk about it. They're like, yo, we getting tired of hearing about wraiths and jewelry. We getting tired of hearing about giving people watches. It's all over the internet. It's not just us saying it though, bro.
Okay. We'll see.
You know why I feel like the culture changing? I just feel like it's changing because now I'm starting to care. I feel like listening to Kendrick, I feel smarter, wiser. I'm ready to march. I'm ready to, stand up for my people. Yeah, so maybe that's why I feel like it's such a shift.
I think y'all are feeling a shift because of the impact of how good his music has been.
It's so
good.
His
music has just been killing. Like, he found his sound, his music. That stuff, I try not to like it. It's riding.
We know.
It is riding. Yeah. It's just that good that now people are in that thing. Now we think, oh, the world changing. Everybody.
That's how I feel.
Guess me tell you something. Boss Man D-Lo gonna come out and tell y'all something. Y'all still gonna be, Big Glow gonna put out a hit and it's still gonna go. Boosie put out something. We're literally singing, we can swerve on that corner. Whoa.
It's a good word. It's a word. You can understand what he's saying.
You're singing that.
I'm just saying, people are rapping that. He's performing at big, it's all-star weekends and all that. It's just a hit record is gonna go. It's just Kendrick got it right now.